Okay, hold on. Let me run it now. I'm sorry, but that was just too good.
I'm chopping my hair off tonight.
Why?
You can hear this.
Instead of like here, it's gonna be like here.
This is the resistance.
I'll check in a minute. What's up, everyone? This is Tin Man with the Resistance. If you're watching this, you're on the Resistance. And there's a smiley on my thing here. We got Grandmaster Revan and our newcomer, Alicia. And Cole will no longer be with us. Why? Because he's a fascist and wants to act like a
Permanently? Permanently? Is he just like done?
That's pretty much his choice, not mine, not anybody else, because we won't censor anybody on the Worldwide Resistance Network. But Cole, if he doesn't want to be here, he unfriended me, he blocked me, so I can't even try to add him to the conversation even if I wanted to. So this is his whole ordeal. But let's pick up where you guys were talking.
What did you do? Obviously, if that's how he feels, his opinion really doesn't mean that much to him. He's not that worried about getting his opinion and his voice out there if he's going to act like a crybaby about it.
Well, yeah, I mean, what happened last night? He said his piece and even asked me a question in regards to saying his piece, and then left the conversation.
What he was doing, he was reading from his phone the comments that him and Tin Man were just talking about on Facebook, and he was reading back on what Tin Man said on Facebook, and I'm sitting there, I'm like getting really suspicious, like, why is he?
Was it in reference to like all the NFL and the players kneeling and all that?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but you know what? I stand by what I said. I think it's show pony bullshit in order to fuel the left-right narrative of divide and conquer the people.
But here's my thing, and I totally disagree with you on it. But here's my thing. It's your opinion. It's my opinion. It's how you feel about it. It's how I feel about it. Your feelings and your opinions are not wrong because they're true to you and who you are and how you feel.
Yeah.
Whether I agree with them or not, they're true to you because they're your feelings and they're your opinions on the situation.
Yeah.
There is no, I'm sorry, but there's no right or wrong. There's your opinion, there's my opinion, there's his opinion, there's everybody's opinion.
Yeah.
No one's right, nobody's wrong. I think that's so, it's just,
See,
I don't know.
At least you can be a mature adult about it. But some people,
yeah,
they can't.
definitely.
You know, and if you have a difference of opinion or you have something different to bring to the table that is contrary to what you think, these people will go fucking nuts. It's like you're it's like, do not shatter my perception of reality or you're a bad person.
But then here's my thing. So what are we all supposed to just be cookie cutters and have the exact same opinion and be the exact same people and wear the same clothes and think the same thing? Like, how fun would the world be then? That would be so boring if we all had the same opinion.
Yeah, exactly.
The only time that ever happened was back in the 1930s, but it was all in German.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, see, that's the equivocal fascist society. And I hate to say it because I do not like to label liberals or conservatives in any regard because not all liberals and not all conservatives do bad things. But the liberal leftist ideology is what is propagating this fascist way of thinking. If you don't, when Obama was president, if you don't support the president, you're racist. Now that Trump's president, if you support the president, you're racist. It's like, wait, which is it? Okay.
Well,
if you do not agree with a left ideology, you're a racist. Or you're a fascist.
Well, and here's the thing. And here's the thing, okay? Name one president just one, okay? One president that you have seen eye to eye on every single thing that he's wanted to do and every single opinion that he's had, because you won't.
No.
If you were to pick apart every single president, it doesn't matter if it's Democrats with a Democratic president, you will never find a human being on this earth that agreed 100% with anybody that's ever been in office. You won't.
Exactly.
Even
Thank
their
you.
supporters.
Thank you.
It's just not going to happen. That's not how the world works. That's not.
Yeah, and like I've always said, you know, there are some Republican ideologies that I like and some that I don't. And the same with the Democratic side.
I don't label myself. I'm myself, and I have opinion.
Yeah, there are things about the Democratic Party that you like. There's things about the Republican Party that you like and don't like. It's just, you know, I like this, but I don't like this. Okay? That doesn't mean that you, me, or the next person are a Republican or
I don't like the labels. I don't like the labels because you get these people that are, well, I'm a Democrat, so I'm going to vote for this person because they're a Democrat, even though they're a piece of shit, but they're a Democrat.
Yep.
I don't agree with 99 of them. I don't agree with them whatsoever, but they're a Democrat.
Yeah. And
that's like all the women. You know where I stand about women, okay?
You know what? Go into that. I would love for you to go into that, because the other day you and I were on the phone. I'm sitting in the break room at work, and everybody's looking at me like, what the fuck is he talking about, and who is he talking to? Go into it. I would love to see you go into this, because this is going to generate some heat.
I would have to put a target on my back, like, right there.
Oh, the feminists are going to have a field day on your ass.
I am totally, I don't want to say that women don't belong in politics and in government, not as the president. We have emotions. We are not rational beings, okay? We are like fire-breathing dragons. You give us chocolate and we calm the fuck down.
And not just that, you have one of your most delightful days you haven't.
Yeah. Well, here's my concern.
I don't like chocolate. Maybe that's what it is. You know what? Maybe that's why I hate women, because I don't like chocolate. I don't hate women, okay? I don't hate women. I hate modern day feminism. I hate women that go, oh, I'm going to vote for Hillary because she has a vagina. She sucks, but she's got a vagina. Actually, she doesn't suck because that's what Monica does. But that's Monica's job.
And the crowd goes wild.
I want this one on our roundtable more. She's good. Go with it, honey. Go with it.
I don't think it's a good fit. I think that modern day, I appreciate the women that came before me and fought like hell to give me the rights as a woman that I have. I appreciate the women who gave me the right to vote. I appreciate the women that truly fought for equality. I don't appreciate the women who use feminism to hate on men and label all men as racist, label all men as these horrible beings, and I can do whatever I want because I have a vagina. Like, really? No, you can't. Sit down, cook a meal, do some laundry, and shut the fuck up. Because I am perfectly good sitting at home baking apple pies all fucking day, taking care of my kids. That's what makes me happy. Why should some other woman who's not happy doing that get to tell me that I'm wrong for not doing that? But I love you guys, and I will try to be back on later, but my furniture just got delivered.
Wow, this is going to generate
I will leave you on that note, okay? I will leave you on the note that I like to sit at home and bake apple pies.
All right, handle your business.
All right, I'll see you guys later.
I don't know what to say to that in many regards, dude. Honestly, I don't. I'm just like, wow.
Hey, I can agree with that right there, man. I tell you. I mean,
if that's what someone would want to do. But here's my thing about a woman being president in the White House. Now, I'm not opposed to having a woman president, but here is a question that I do have. You have the president of the United States who has a set amount of responsibilities. He has set responsibilities. And then you have the First Lady who has her set of responsibilities specifically tailored to the First Lady. Now, what
Yeah.
if the gender roles were reversed? Now, let's just say Hillary and Bill. Okay, what if Bill was delegating the job of the First Lady, such as entertaining the wives of foreign bureaucrats and whatnot? Because that's the job of the First Lady, is to
Yeah.
entertain the wives of visiting dignitaries. Now, what if somebody like Bill Clinton took on that job, took on that role? Would that not only be
I
an awkward
think
situation?
he would abuse it
Uh-huh.
because he would know that there's plenty of tail that he could go after.
Yeah, and at which point we're going to war with every country in the world because he tried to fuck every single one of these people's wives.
Yeah.
I mean, that... And, we can just say that would just be Bill Clinton, provided he's that stupid. Or, it could be any number of men who did it, or would do it. And then there are probably many men who wouldn't do it. But just the fact that you have jobs that are specifically tailored to women, women getting together with women, kind of doing their girls' night while the businessmen and male politicians do their freaking master of the universe thing.
Yeah.
That's kind of like their thing.
Smoke their cigar, drink their beer, talk about how many bitches they had.
Yeah, you got the male politicians who would do that, and that's another issue in and of itself. You have many countries out there who are very sexist. It's a man's world. Many of these Arab countries, the men are the dominant sex. They're not going to want to pursue relations with a country with a female leader.
That would be to a few be difficult to even manage to even do that.
Yeah, that's why the British Crown doesn't get into politics anymore. They're just showboats. They're just show pony royalty because a lot of these third world countries do not want to deal with female leadership because they feel that women are the inferior sex. So if we say if the United States has an issue with North Korea presently, now you have a chance with two men able to sit down and talk to each other, but a man and a woman sitting down to talk to each other in this context is not possible because
it's a different ball game.
Yeah, it's a different ball game for countries like North Korea because and correct me if I'm wrong, but countries like North Korea, and I believe North Korea is one of these countries that believes that women are the inferior sex. I may be wrong on this, and please correct me if I am, but I believe that is the case. So I think Kim Jong-un is probably going to be more apt to deal with a male political figure than a female political figure.
But the thing is, he's too immature to do his job.
Oh, that is quite possible. Are we talking about Donald Trump or Kim Jong-un?
Kim Jong-un.
I was going to say, which one were we talking about here? Because I think they're both doing a dick measuring contest right now.
But the thing is, if you look at every decade that we've gone through in this country, what's one thing that we want to take care of? The economy, jobs.
Uh-huh.
And when you got these war profiteers and shit, we will be in another war or involved in another one or whatever. And I mean, right now we're tired of going overseas and killing people. We're tired of going there fighting people.
Yeah.
It's time to put away the toys, put them back in the toy box, get back into civilian life, and try to do it the best way you can.
Yeah,
Because
and I agree.
it's not that easy because my cousin Julie, she came back from Iraq, and it took her a while just to adjust to civilian life because she has 2 kids.
Yeah. It's a completely different ballgame. And as far as Alicia is concerned, we'd be at war every freaking 28 days. Unless you throw chocolate at her. I don't know. Those are her words, not mine. You know, I personally think we could probably have a decent female president. You know, there's going to have to be some adjustments and changes made as far as the overall structure of the presidential cabinet and the roles of president and first somebody, yeah, first individual.
I think, there's a point where you got to look at every presidency. Now, what was funny, Barack Obama said that he had a scandalous-free presidency. I'm thinking, so he says, bullshit.
Yeah.
If you look at from George Washington to Barack Obama, scandal after scandal. I mean, come on now. There's scandals, and then you get Donald Trump. It's too early to tell.
Yeah. Like I said, he's still got enough rope to hang himself or make a bridge. Okay? Or he can hang himself from the bridge. I don't know. But the way I see it, I'm not going to go and sit there and, I don't like a lot of the things he's said or a lot of things he's done. There are some things that I do like. It's kind of a 50-50 thing for me. But like him or not, he is the president of the United States. And as citizens, it's our job not to sit there and whine and bitch and go, oh, he's not my president. But instead go, okay, if this guy's going to be my president, I'm going to hold him to the standards and the requirements of that office. I am this motherfucker's boss.
Oh, yeah.
And he is going to listen to the American people. Okay? That's how people need to be thinking, especially those who may not necessarily like Trump, whether they don't like the things he's done or just follow the Democratic ideology blindly, whatever the case may be.
Or they don't like the change that's happening now.
Whatever the case, like I said, whatever the case may be, this man is our president, whether you like him or you hate him. So rather than whining and bitching about it, hold this guy
accountable
to the oath of his office and make sure, do what bosses do and make sure your employee does his fucking job.
I went back to the roundtable from last night, reading the comments. They're fucking funny, dude.
Oh yeah.
I'm sitting there. I'm the one referred as the Mexican, the old Mexican guy.
Well, here's the thing. Had you never mentioned that you had Hispanic in you, I would have never known. Okay? I thought you were just your average Joe. Okay? I wasn't looking at a racial context like, oh, he looks white or he looks Mexican. Okay, I wasn't looking at that. I was just looking at a fellow brother in arms. And that's how I look at Cole, a fellow brother in arms. He's a dum-dum looking for gum-gum, but
it's like
I love him to death.
I'm like the old Mexican guy, and I'm laughing. I'm like, I just did a video on this, and I'm like, I was mentioning last night's table in the comments, and I'm like trying to I'm like laughing my ass off because of the comments. I'm half Mexican, half Caucasian. I could pass for both in a way.
Yeah.
But I'm like, dude, I'm 41. I'm getting old. I'm not that old yet. Yes, I got gray hair in my hair.
Right.
But I'm not that old yet. I'm more of a chalupa than a Mexican.
If that's the narrative you want to go with, more power to you, brother. But you know, the way I look at it, you know, I personally think it was him. I think it was him on that comment section. Maybe he did post it to 4chan, and maybe some peeps from 4chan jumped on. That's all well and fine.
Most of them were channels that had no subscribers, no nothing.
Yeah, and there were a few comments from people who I think probably were just happened to be either passerbys or happened to see the video posted somewhere.
And
on 4chan.
Pornhub.
Yeah, I want to know what the fuck is Pornhub's deal? Why are you interested in me? What am I doing that has got the attention of Pornhub? I mean, did you?
They referred me as the Mexican.
Yeah. Well, it's like, what the fuck? Like, why are they so interested in the Worldwide Resistance Network? I mean, yeah, I've talked some perverted shit on here, and I've made references about my dick size, and tried to get Genevieve to show her tits, and talked about how I've done certain things, certain kinky things, and made women come in X amount of time doing certain things, yeah. Getting into vernaculars, not saying names or giving details. But yeah,
Shit,
we
man.
all know what I'm talking about.
Shit, man.
I'm thinking Pornhub like wants to recruit me or something.
Shit.
It's like, come here, do porn for us or something. It's like, hey, if the price is right.
Check it out. I'm still trying to get my girlfriend to show me her tits, dude, and some pics, man. I'm like, what the hell? Only thing I got too far was she's wearing a pink top with a nipple see through. That's all I got.
Hey, it's good enough.
I was like, that's good, but I want to see the dirty pillows.
And I'm going night. See, but back to the comments. I think it's funny because it's obviously him because he goes and talks in the comments section on Facebook saying a lot of the same shit and then will post it on fucking the comment section of one of the videos and vice versa. I'm like, yeah, it's pretty obvious who this is. And this is not the first time he's done this shit. He's had problems with YouTubers in the past. He's gotten like 3 or 4 channels shut down on him. When I first met him, it was Arizona something. Then it became King Cole. Then it was something else. Now he's Dirty Soapy Ninja or whatever the fuck he goes by. You know,
between him and I got 2 channels and I'm doing fucking good.
Yeah, we've got the one. It's gone from this little Resistance 2058 thing to the Worldwide Resistance Network, integrated with Anonymous, Tea Party, and so many others. Yeah, we all don't see eye to eye on every fucking thing, but you know what? We find the common ground, and I think that's the lesson.
Common ground.
Yeah, and I think that's where Cole is missing it. He is missing. He's too focused on the differences. When in retrospect, there really aren't that many differences.
I've seen him reading back on his phone back of what you said on Facebook. I'm like,
and like I said, I'll bring it up in the I'll bring it up. I've got a screen caption. I can open Facebook right now. I can literally click on Facebook.
As I'm watching this, I'm thinking,
just you. But I can open up Facebook right now.
Who gives a shit on what's said on Facebook?
Yeah, I don't give a shit what I say on Facebook. If I did, I wouldn't have said it. Okay? he's trying to demonize me and make me look like this fucking racist idiot and shit. I'm like, dude, I'm just an asshole. Bottom line is, I don't care about football. What I care about is what's going on, which is what I believe, and the evidence seems to demonstrate that it is to further. It's just another fucking shtick to further the divide and conquer narrative.
Yeah.
Because we know there's no
not-
police targeting blacks. That police don't give a shit what color you are. A quota's a quota, and beating up on and a punching bag is a punching bag.
Not everybody is a sports fan.
Yeah.
Not
I'm not a sports fan. I'll be honest with you. I haven't really watched football since the Raiders lost the Super Bowl. That's a long time ago.
The thing is, not everybody is in the sports, and not everybody is into politics.
Yeah, and in some regards, they shouldn't be mixed, especially in sports where your fan base is extremely patriotic and loves the national anthem and the Pledge of Allegiance and all that shit, and is going to get pissed off if you show anything that is remotely insinuated to be disrespectful.
Yeah.
Whether it is or it isn't is irrelevant. It's how people perceive it. Okay?
Yeah.
And as of such, you have a great deal of people refusing to watch the game, refusing to turn on their TVs to the game, refusing to buy the merchandise, refusing to go to the sporting events because of this.
The thing is, the reason for that is they're taking it to the heart. They're taking it personally.
Yeah, and they are.
I'm a fan of the Niners, but I'm not going to take it personal because Colin Kaepernick took a knee. Fuck that shit. If he did, so fucking what? Big fucking deal.
Yeah, and a lot of people, in fact, it seems a vast majority of the people are on the other side of the spectrum and have taken offense to it. And, that's like I said last night. Don't bite the hand that feeds you.
Yeah. If they took a knee for whatever reason it is, so be it. Let them kneel.
Yeah.
Let them take a knee. If it's for a cause, for whatever reason it is, let them be. Hey, it's their right to do it, but will it ruin their career? I don't know. I ain't them.
Yeah, well, they have, and this is where I stand with this, and this coincides with what I've said in past videos and what I've said in the comment section. I agree with their right to protest how and where they feel. That's their prerogative. That's their right. But I do not think that this was the right venue for them. I think they deliberately, or maybe even inadvertently, shot themselves in the foot business-wise by doing this. And I do think that it is propagated nonsense to further divide the people. It's a part of the divide and conquer narrative.
Well, I think that you look at the DOD and the National Guard, what I mentioned last night. They spent tens of millions of dollars. I mean, I either said this to Cole. The DOD and National Guard spent tens of millions of dollars to the NFL to pull this fake patriotism bullshit, so they could increase their recruiting numbers and shit.
Yeah. Which now you have this.
Yeah.
Coincidence? Maybe, but I doubt it. It's worth looking into. It's worth taking into consideration. This is something worth looking into. Let's get my head out of the sand and actually look around. Like I told Cole, don't confine yourself to a box. Look outside the box. See things for what they are. Question things. And he just wants to say that I'm racist and I'm railing against him because I don't agree with what he thinks.
What it is, he's pissed off because you're not agreeing with his shit. The thing is, back in the day in the NFL, the players and the coaches were in the locker room even when they had the national anthem. But when that was over, the players came out.
Yeah.
to the field.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, the players now they're out in the field and they're whatever they're doing. But the thing is, if they protest, I mean, I'm for that. If you want to protest, I'm for it. But will it ruin their career? I have no idea. I can't say because I'm not them.
Yeah. Are they taking a huge risk doing
I'm not the
so?
coach.
Absolutely.
I'm not the owner. I'm not the players. I believe if you have a certain purpose to do this, do it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to take it personally because I'm a fan. Because you know what? It's a right to protest.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to sit here and take it offensive. Hey, look, do it. If it's important to you, do it. Do it.
Yeah, I think it's a ass backwards way of doing it, and I think it's part of the divide and conquer narrative. And we've got reason to suspect so. But at the end of the day, I support my country more than I would support the NFL. I love my country. I love my flag. And I fight for what this country is supposed to be. Granted, there's some major fucking issues and a lot of problems that need to be fixed. But you know what? I'm not gonna take a knee and all this other shit. I'm gonna get out there and fucking.
But the one thing I also mentioned was that teacher in that classroom. That teacher who had her that far left wing ideology that she tried to push on her students and shit. To the students that she had, stood up and did the pledge of allegiance while others were on the knee.
Yeah, and they have the right to do so, and then they got chastised for it. But that's okay. And I noticed Cole tried to completely ignore and bypass that and tried to chop it up, and it's like, oh well, it was blah 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 blah. It's an isolated incident. Moving on. No, okay, it's worth addressing.
These are 9 and 10-year-old kids. They're not ready for this. They're not ready for it.
Yeah.
They're barely 9, 10 years old, and I'm telling this guy, I'm telling them, I go, look, as teachers are supposed to teach you general education, math, science, reading, the whole thing.
Yeah.
Not to push their ideology onto the students.
Yeah.
Because if it happens, you're going to have about 20 to 30 parents on your ass wanting to know why.
Yeah. And if you personally, as a teacher, want to take a knee during a Pledge of Allegiance, that's your prerogative. And if a student asks you why, by all means, explain to them after class why. But here's the thing. You can't force somebody to take a knee or to stand. You may not agree with one or the other, but you don't have the right to force it.
I mean, when I was growing up, we were growing up. We were taught by our parents the difference between right and wrong. We were taught to look both ways before crossing the street.
Mm-hmm.
And until we got to school, from kindergarten to 12th grade, 13 years of learning math, English, science, everything.
Yeah.
In school.
Yep.
But now, I mean, what the fuck's going on with the schools these days?
Yeah, I mean, they're not supposed to be trying to sway you to any sort of political party. They're not supposed to try to sway you to any religious ideology. That's for the individual to decide. They're just supposed to teach general education. Okay?
If a teacher has a issue that's politically, okay, look at an event for Larka, okay, she's a member of BAM, okay, she was a middle school teacher, and she took her students to a rally, which was against against the law to do so. And a parent didn't know about it. She was suspended and they had forced her to bring her back, but yet she fucked up again. They fired her, and twice she was arrested twice. The second time she violated her probation.
Some people just don't learn. And I think it's freaking interesting that you have this fascist ideology. In fact, let's look at the fascism as a new definition. The newly defined definition of fascism is anybody who subscribes to a Republican conservative ideology. Now, back in the day, fascism was defined as a fascist is somebody who subscribes to a dictatorship ideology.
Yeah.
And that pretty much entails you subscribe to the official narrative, and anybody who doesn't agree with it or speaks out against it is punished for it. Now, I'm sorry, but that sounds a lot like what's coming from many on the, quote, left of the spectrum. Now, I'm not saying that... Yeah, now I'm not saying that many on the right don't, because there are quite a few who probably do. Alright? That's not really being propagated that much, but what we see in the media and what we have experienced with Cole and individuals like himself who hold a liberal ideology, that's where it's coming from. Okay? If the fire's coming from the house down the street, don't say it's coming from the other side of the fucking street when it's not. Okay? If it's coming from the right side of the street or the left side of the street, don't say it's coming from the other. Or both. The fire's coming from wherever the fuck it's coming from.
Both sides have that neocon level groups in their parties. I mean, you look at
of course. I mean, you got a lot of KKK and whatnot who are Republican, even though the KKK was founded by the Democratic Party.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of these people are Republican conservative, and a lot of the southern states, such as Tennessee, are primarily Republican.
Now it's kind of funny how we have this modernized version of the Nazis where they went from wearing a white hood and gown to polo shirts, cargo shorts, and flip-flops, and carrying tiki torches and shit.
I'm sorry, but every time I see that image in my head, I don't think of Ku Klux Klan or anything like that. I think of the Tiki Room at Disneyland. You know the theme song to the Tiki Room? The Tiki Room. Welcome to the Tiki Room. Yeah, that's what I think of every time I hear about that or I see an image about it. I think of the Tiki Room.
What's funny is that the channel Enter the Dojo is a comedy channel that makes fun of martial arts and shit. And the character Master Ken does a thing about how to punch a Nazi.
Oh, shit.
And it is fucking funny as shit. And he referred as Antifa as anti-fashionistas.
Nice.
But the video there got demonetized because of the title of the video. It got demonetized, so now they're going to Patreon now and shit. So.
Well, I think it's funny that, you know, unless you subscribe to a liberal ideology, you're censored, you're targeted, you're a racist, you're a fascist, you're this, you're that. If you're a man, you're a freaking sexist and a rapist.
And not just that.
You're freaking everything in the book. It's like, no matter what you do, you can't win. And it's not even that I'm trying to fucking win. I'm just sitting back on.
There's
this left right narrative is stupid.
Yeah. There's a video called "How to Fight an Illegal Alien," and it's alien, like like ET and shit.
Yeah, the first thing that popped into my head when you said that was Independence Day. Los Angelinos, do not shoot your guns at the visitor spacecraft. You may inadvertently trigger an interstellar war.
But it was funny how they did the part where how to fight an illegal alien. He goes, we all know if you kick an alien in the between the legs, it'll hurt them because the groin is in their armpit. Oh. It's fucking funny, dude.
Wow, I did not think about that. Wow. I thought Married with Children was bad. Fuck.
But if you check out the channel, oh man, it's fucking hilarious, dude.
Oh, I would love to. I'm probably going to check that out tonight. So this will probably be the last roundtable we have for a while, depending on what plays out. Yeah, I'm surprised I'm even still here.
Cole asked me earlier today, he goes, so are you going to head the red table while Tim is gone? I said, probably, if he wants me to. I mean, but I told him that probably going to wait until you're settled up someplace because, I mean.
Well, the thing is with handling the roundtable, I'm not opposed to anybody handling it, but the fact of the matter is there's a lot of programs that need to be installed on the computer of whoever's going to be running it, and they're going to need to be able to have access to.
I would rather wait until you're settled, bro, because you're the one that start. I mean, you're the one who's at the control center of it all here. I mean, I can't do it because I don't know what to do.
Yeah, I mean, I'd have to sit down and teach whoever.
So that's why I told Cole. I go, look, I'm probably going to wait until you're settled someplace because
yeah,
I'd rather you do it because you know how to do it better than anybody.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to get into a place. It's just quite the pain in the ass when you're getting labeled as a bad tenant when you're not. I mean, I've paid my cut of the fucking rent. It's not my fault that circumstances were what they were, and my roommate lost her job and because she was pregnant. Okay, I can't help these factors. Okay, it was a 50-50 thing. I paid.
She lost her job?
Yeah, well, she was pregnant. She couldn't exactly keep the job, and there's a lot of factors entailed to what all happened, and it's not my place to really go into. But what had happened here? Bottom line is this: the average monthly expenses for rent, utilities, and food was on average $1,200 to $1,400 a month, split down the middle. I always had my cut. I work 40 to 60 hours a week, sometimes more. I've got my fucking money. I've got that, no problem. But I am not going to pay my cut and somebody else's cut. Whether their circumstances are a fault of their own or life's just kicking them in the butt or whatever the case.
Yeah.
I will help a person, but I'm not going to support them. And that's the position that I've been in. And I've gone above and beyond and even rebuked on that many times and made sure that the rent got paid. Even though I paid my half and her half. But
they didn't give her a maternity leave?
Huh?
They didn't give her her maternity leave?
No, because she wasn't full time yet.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, it was kind of like everything kind of hit at once kind of thing. Which does happen in life, and I understand, But here's the thing. I've gone above and beyond. I've gone out of my way and paid freaking $2,000 to this cocksucker of a landlord. And had him sign an agreement that said, and you've seen this agreement, that said, I agree to forego any, I have been paid in full, I have been paid everything that has been owed me, and I agree to forego any further legal action or attempts to evict as it pertains to these matters. He still, after signing that, went to court behind my back and tried to got the judgment to evict. And then came over here and gloated about it right after the fact. So I hopped in the car and flew down to the courthouse, got in front of the judge showed in the paper is judge said, I wasn't even aware of this. Your landlord didn't say anything about it. Be here next week. And at which point, the judge mopped the floor with the guy. But as per code Tennessee Code 66, there is a provision in there that says if there is only a month, if there's no lease and it's just a month to month, the landlord can ask you to leave and give you 30 days to move with or without cause, which is where we're at. And
You know what?
I've
Right there is bullshit because there has to be a cause, a reason why to evict you guys. If there is no cause to even evict you,
not on Tennessee Code 66. It's literally if you are a month to month and you do not have a lease agreement signed, the landlord can ask the tenant to move for whatever reason. You know, he can decide he doesn't like what colored pants you're wearing and ask you to move. That's literally his prerogative. It's his property. He can decide what he wants to do with it, providing there is no rental lease that sets you out.
That's fucking nuts, man.
It is
nuts, dude.
It is, and you know, in his position, I can understand where he's coming from in that regard. You know, the guy wants his money every month. He questions whether or not he's going to get it, and there's been cause for concern. I understand that. I understand where he's coming from. But the shit he's pulled with letting himself into my fucking house, like you've seen there's French doors right next to where the monitor is right now. He tried to let himself in the French doors, and I'm standing right at the door with this bad boy. I'm like, yeah. Come the fuck in, I dare you. And then when he couldn't get in there, because he had already let himself into the main center of the house, and he couldn't get in because
even though you're renting, even though you're renting and he's a landlord, he's the one that broke the law.
Yeah, he broke into the house. He technically broke into the house. He didn't get 24-hour notice that he was coming. He just let himself into the house, and it was prior to the sheriff showing up. He had deliberately showed up immediately prior to the sheriff showing up so that he can instigate a physical confrontation and have legal grounds to evict because the tenant assaulted the landlord or got into a hostile confrontation
that's insane,
that would have been witnessed by the sheriff's department, who had come to serve the court paperwork for the eviction hearing. And when he couldn't get me to come out of my room or get Destiny to come out of the bathroom because she was still pregnant at the time and was having contractions, you know, he went outside and he shut off the air conditioner. This was at the tail end of July. This was July 31st. He showed up here, did that shit, and then went outside and shut off the outside utilities, killing the air conditioner.
That's
pregnant
nuts,
woman.
Dude. That's
on a pregnant woman.
By law, you should be able to stay in the home, even though but like you said, Tennessee's Title 66.
Yeah.
That's what really put you guys back, man. I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah. And I have no problem moving. I'm down to move. But do not give me a bad rap when I have made sure that you have been paid in full and then I have gone above and beyond, even sacrificing my wants and my needs to make sure that the bills and the rent were fucking paid. I've held up my end of the obligation and then some, and I'm a bad fucking tenant? I'm not even saying Destiny's a bad tenant. I'm just saying there were bad circumstances, but I personally have busted my ass to make sure that this guy was kept happy. And yet I'm a bad tenant?
There's a guy in my hometown here in Fresno. He was renting apartments to people. And these were shitty apartments. Shitty apartments. Bad landlord. This guy, he was crooked. Crooked than a car salesman on crack.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty bad. You know, there's a lot of slumlords out there, and unfortunately, the past few landlords I've had were slumlords. I'm thinking about just buying, dude. I'm thinking about just buying a house before going to landlord. I've got an account through a credit union. I'm thinking just take out a fucking loan and go buy a fucking house.
Do that, man. Do that.
And then, you know, when I'm ready, I can move back to California and rent out the house and live off the residual from that. I've got plenty of friends and whatnot out here who I can entrust to manage the property for me.
Hell yeah, man. I would say like this. I go, look, if I was in your shoes, I would just do that because I would rather do that than dealing with landlords who's not willing to work with you.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, and just on this street alone, there's 2 houses right down the street from me that I can look into. There's even just on the route that I take to work, there's a good 5, 6 houses that are for sale that I could call on, and I'm thinking I'm gonna call on them. I'm gonna call on them this week. And
do that, man.
Get
Do
the
it,
ball,
dude.
Get the ball rolling.
Hey, brother. Hey, look, brother. I don't want you to go through this again, man. Because look.
Well, it's kind of stupid.
You and I have been friends for a good long time since we met on YouTube, and I would not wish this on my own worst enemy either.
Yeah, I mean, and I've had physical confrontations with the landlord's assistant, not the landlord himself, but his little assistant bitch. Fucking comes into my house, fucking starts talking shit on me, and he's been talking shit on us pretty much the entire duration of the time we've been here. You know, we're shitty tenants and blah, blah, blah. He's even talked shit to Destiny's sister about how shitty of tenants we are. It's like, dude, you're entitled to your opinion, but keep it fucking professional. And he fucking got hostile and started yelling in the house in front of the kids and elevating the stress of a pregnant woman. I'm like, no, dude, you need to get the fuck out right now. I'm like, you need to take your attitude and step the fuck outside. And he took that as an invitation to fight. I'm like, look, I'm not trying to fucking fight you, but I'm not going to have this in my fucking house. You are not going to come into my fucking house and be a disrespectful little dick snot and act like a fucking prick. And he goes, well, where have I disrespected you, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, every chance you get, I fucking listed it off. And he goes, well, you are, blah, blah, blah. And then he started fucking acting like a douche. And I'm like, see, this is what I'm talking about. At which point he tried to take a swing at me. I grabbed his fucking wrist, got him in a headlock. I'm like, don't even fucking try it. I admire your courage and aspiration given your age, but let's face facts. I am half your age. You don't even know a tenth of the skill that I have. This is not something you want to do. Get in your fucking truck and leave.
I mean, if you had it would sound like, this guy needs a lesson in manners and humility, but...
It does. These people are rightfully entitled to an ass whooping. But, you know, unfortunately, that's not legal. Wish it were, but... I mean, me personally, I think it'd be funny if he'd be dumb enough to... Fucking try and put his fucking house up as collateral. So, like, if I whoop your ass, I get the fucking house. If you win... whatever, you know, you get whatever you want out of the deal. Hell, I'd even take on both of them in a fucking fight. You know, they're spry enough. I mean, they're not old, decrepit, old, fucking feeble old men. You know, they're like in their fucking 50s. I mean, they still got some spry to them. They're not fucking old, decrepit, old farts.
No, they're around my dad's age. I mean, my dad's 63.
Yeah, well, they're younger than that, though. Like in their 50s, dude. It's like, dude, you're only like 20 years older than me. You know, to make it a fair fight, I'd kick on both of them. If you want, I'll fucking tie both hands behind my back. I prefer kickboxing anyway.
But I tell you what, man. I mean, if we had, I mean, last night, I think it's more of the trouble we have with our technical shit.
Yeah, we had a lot of technical difficulties. Like, I could not get you back on to save my life. And as you've seen in the video, I tried repeatedly trying to get you back on.
But tell you what, I mean, just the comments alone. Oh man, they were funny as shit, dude.
Yeah.
I think it was kind of our worst and funniest moments last night.
Oh, I agree. It was very interesting. The comment section was hilarious. And I'm certain that it was Cole himself. He tried to say that it was somebody that he knows, you know, one of his friends, blah, blah, blah. I don't think so. Because this is not the first time he's done this. Like I've said, he's gotten in trouble countless times and got numerous channels shutting down. And he even tried to fucking give Tommy Bird shit years ago, back when I first started doing this. He contacted Tommy Bird on Facebook pretending to be me and started shit with him, and me and Tommy Bird had it out. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? And he told me, and he sent me the profile. I'm like, I know exactly who this is. I'll handle this.
I did a video on the death of it's fake news because Snopes did a fake news on Danny Williams supposedly being found dead and shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I had to retract because I had to do some more to do more research on that shit. Came back same night. Came back. I said, look, there's a little error in judgment. I apologize. You know what? I was wrong on this one. So I had to delete the first video and keep the second video.
Well, I wouldn't have even deleted the first video. I would have stood right by it.
And what's funny is that I got a comment from a what was it? His name is I'm trying to think, but it had no subscribers. It had no nothing.
Yeah.
And it kind of said, well, it is true. Danny Williams did die. I was cousin. Go fuck yourself.
There's some funny shit.
It was a troll. It was a channel that was being used to troll me, dude. I'm like, I get them all the time.
Yeah, I'll admit I kind of missed the trolling thing last night. I'm like, oh, it's just like the good old days. And I even told Cole last night, I'm like, I don't fucking mind. I don't care who it is. I know they're dummy channels, obviously.
They are.
And I personally thought it was hilarious. I was sitting there laughing. And then, you know, we got that friggin' that black guy, whatever the fuck his name is, fucking starts with an A, saying, you ever come to my hood? Oh, and I go, yo, what? Further substantiate what I've said about being idiot thug mentality?
I literally left my
validate the point that and identify yourselves as being worthless human beings.
And what's funny is that one of them said, well, I'm glad the guy that wore that fuck Trump t-shirt left.
Oh yeah. I don't know how I can't say for sure how many of those profiles are legit YouTubers.
Yeah.
And how many were just Cole, but the entire turnaround of the whole thing was relatively interesting.
There's a name. Was it Nick Diamond?
Yeah.
I looked it up. I looked him up. The guy's a skater turned entrepreneur and shit.
Yeah.
And he creates like shoes. He markets shoes and pants and clothes, whatever. I'm like, why is this guy wasting his time with us and shit for?
Yeah. I don't think that was legit. I think the Pornhub thing is legit because that's happened a few times. But I do think that the majority of these channels
They
that have no
refer me
subscribers, I
as
think
the
they were called.
Mexican.
I'm fairly certain they were called. And it's childish nonsense. I noticed.
Pornhub referred me as the Mexican.
Did they?
What the fuck? Yeah.
Hold up. I gotta see this. Hold on. Let's go to fucking Pornhub here.
They refer me as the Mexican.
I gotta see this.
And it's funny as shit, dude.
And yes, I've gotten into Rick and Morty. Fuck you, whoever sees this and has a problem with it. The show is fucking tweaky.
I'm half Mexican, not full. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? And I'm the old guy. The old guy.
I don't know if I can get it to fucking load.
It's fucking funny as shit, dude.
Oh, yeah. No doubt, no doubt. Hey, so Pornhub said this? Just going down. Pornhub was like the first comment. John Show. Hillbilly Hermit. Andre Deshawn. That's the guy I was talking about. Andre Deshawn. He was the one who was popping off. Okay, Pornhub. Fix your audio amateur hour and FYI that Beaner and Resistance sound racist as fuck. Wow, he didn't call you a Mexican. He straight up called you a Beaner.
A beaner, yeah, a beaner. I'm not a beaner, goddammit.
Wow, that's fucked up, dude. If people call me racist, oh, there's your Nick Diamond. Ellen Carlton, I'm not sure if that's a fake one. Stark Death, Kevin Smith, Ellen Wiseman, Truth Light, Mark Sample, Jane Smith, Half Neck. My gosh, the list goes on and on. Truth Hurts All Day. I think that might be a legit freaking profile.
I doubt it, man.
Let's have a look. I want to see.
Yeah, they call me a fucking
No,
beaner,
they've got uploads. They've got all kinds of shit. This is a legit channel. Not sure who it belongs to, but they've got videos. They've got their own thing going on.
I would bet my dollar on Cole, man.
Well, let me go back real quick.
But can't prove it though.
I can prove it right now. Donald Trump supporters hates women. MGTOW. Let's see who this person is.
Why would anybody want a girl around? I mean, all they do is talk a lot, and it doesn't even make any sense. They're not good at chess. They're not good at video games. All they do is talk a lot and show their gorgeous little body, and then they pretend like it's God's gift to the earth, and you can't touch it or have it. Well, who cares? The hell with them. The only thing they're good for is sex. A cat is good to hug and love forever. You're stupid enough to want to marry a stupid woman of any kind? I don't even care anymore. I'm 33 and all of you stupid cousins who use...
Hey, what? I'm not sure. I think the person might just be reposting shit. I'm not sure.
If he is, like, that's fucking nuts, dude.
I think it's a reposter. So I don't really see anything with virtue here.
Man, for running me off the goddamn road.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Funded ISIS thinks Donald Trump is Jesus.
He's been out. He's gone through so many different struggles. He had to fight 16 cancer in the primary.
I don't know if it's coal. I don't see any indicators that would suggest that it is coal, but I don't see any indicators that it would suggest that it isn't. But there are a few other profiles here. I got one on my other video, the one that I made last night, and yes, I made this video just to piss Cole off. My whole white pride is okay. I
saw that.
Did that
saw
to
that.
piss him off. We have a comment from. Let me scroll down. From a Albert Pike KKK. Yeah, Albert Pike. That name does sound kind of familiar, don't you think?
Yeah, he's a member of the Knights of the Golden Circle and shit, and the Freemasons.
Yeah. And this one has no content on it whatsoever. Has one subscriber. It says, "Hell yeah, brother! Keep it pure. I subscribed. Keep up the good fight. Fuck these nigger lovers." And you know that I do find that to be kind of interesting. Because in my video, I make no inclinations of white power or white supremacy. In fact, I said that white pride and white power are two very different things, and one had nothing to do with the other. So, I think this one might actually be coal as well. Because had anybody actually sat down and had this been an actual profile of a YouTuber who had actually sit down and watched the video, they wouldn't have said that because they wouldn't have agreed with what I said because I did not support any racist ideologies whatsoever.
Does he have anybody that would troll people?
Nah, he does it himself. He's like YRB. He'll troll himself and.
Do you think they're related?
Huh?
Do you think they're related?
I kind of wonder. I think maybe they came from the same swamp or something. I'm not sure.
Shit.
Yeah. This video has gotten 3 likes, 2 dislikes. And it's gotten, where are my views here? It's only gotten 20 views. The other video in question, football and the Tin Man are racist. By the way, what'd you think of that? That one. What'd you think of that?
That one?
That title, you gotta admit, was genius.
Off the wall. Unorthodox, man.
Yeah, that's got 119 views.
And I'm the beaner.
How the hell did I wind up liking my own fucking thing? Fuck. Whatever. But...
And I'm the beaner. What the fuck?
Right. Yeah, old guy and ball cracker should come to the hood. I would love to see them in person.
I may be an old guy, but you don't want to fuck with this old guy.
Right.
I mean, most of you guys are all fucking talk, dude. Shit. Couldn't back up a damn fucking thing, even if they wanted to, dude. Like,
yeah, he goes, little boy, if I see you in real life, I said, yo, what? Further demonstrate and, dare I say, validate my point of being ruled by your emotions and giving in to that thug life mentality that you so desperately cling to, as if you couldn't aspire to anything greater, or is that just too much work for you? You know, it's like Morgan Freeman said, anybody can fucking aspire to greatness. You know, it's not because of the color of your skin that you can't achieve greatness. I mean, Morgan Freeman did. Many black people did. Hell, the majority
Yeah.
of fucking sports people and the music industry are fucking black nowadays. So don't give me this shit
Yeah.
that blacks can't make it and it's a white man's world and there's freaking fucking what do they call it? The white privilege. Fucking bull fucking shit.
There is no such thing as white privilege.
Hey, I'm a living testament of that. I'm white and I'm gonna be fucking
Well,
living in a hotel room
the
and
thing is,
was out of work for 5 fucking years in California. Yeah, I've got great white privilege.
Well, the thing is, that term has been thrown around for what, 2 years and shit?
It's fairly new.
Well, yeah, 2 years old and shit. I mean, well, I'm not full white, but I can look white. Shit.
Yeah. I mean, you could pass for white. And even so, what does it matter the color of your fucking skin?
It doesn't matter. I mean, I don't care.
I personally judge people by the content of their character, and I'll be the first to admit I'm an asshole.
That's what I said in one of my videos. I mentioned Dr. Martin Luther King's his dream speak about not the color of your skin, but the content of your character and your attitude and your shit.
Yeah.
And your actions. But no, everything has to be about race, not content of someone's character or some actions. I mean, you look at a group, Black Lives Matter, LIES.
Yeah.
Thugs. If you don't go with their ideology or whatever that you don't agree with, they will attack you. Like Antifa, anti-fashionistas.
Yeah.
They get mad because Nazis wearing polo shirts, cargo shorts, and flip-flop to carry a tiki torch. What the hell?
The tiki. I'm sorry, but that's how it's gonna go. I will not take that seriously. I cannot and will not take that seriously.
They claim, okay, they claim they're against fascism. Okay?
But yet they're fascist.
Yeah.
They are the equivocal of the original definition of fascist. And they're the ones that redefine fascism to mean anybody who subscribes to a Republican conservative ideology. When that's not what it means at all. It's subscribing to a dictatorship, suppression of free thinking ideology. Which is what these people are doing.
If you're a journalist and you want to ask a question, they'll say, "Fuck you, fascists." Dude,
why am I fascist? Okay, a fascist suppresses free thinking, suppresses questioning the official narrative. Okay? You're calling me a fascist for doing the exact opposite?
They're like little girls in big boy pants.
Oh, like I said in my freaking comment, in the thing I posted on Facebook, you know, go play Cowboys and Indians in your clubhouse while the grown-ups handle business.
Oh, yeah, I mean, shit.
In fact, I'm going to bring that up. I want to fucking read that for the fucking whole world to fucking hear. And get a picture of who I am and where I am coming from. I
just finished a video titled "Getting the Record Out," and I let it all out.
Well, that's kind of what this is. It kind of works the same.
But you know, I mean, he was sitting there talking to you, and he had his phone in his hand, you know, talking. I mean, a bunch of stuff that he put on Facebook. I'm like, dude, who gives a flying monkey fuck on what you put on Facebook?
Yeah.
Shit, no one cares. Fuck.
Well, I'm gonna read off what I wrote here. In regards to this whole thing, I said, it is truly amazing how some people seem to think that they can take on the role of teacher in this world as if they have it all figured out, and yet I think I may have misspelled some shit. Gotta stop drinking. And you, despite all of your experience and knowledge, magically know nothing. I meant to say everything. I should definitely fix that right now.
What's funny is that
That's what I get for writing shit right when I wake up in the morning.
someone in the comment saying that how he can't spell fascist. What the fuck?
Yeah, even though that had already been corrected and it was just hadn't been updated by YouTube.
I'm like, what the fuck, dude? I'm like sitting there just laughing, like, this book can't spell fascist. Dude, it's in the dictionary, man. What the fuck?
Now, before I save it, and you, despite all of your experience and knowledge, magically know everything, are automatically wrong. Oh, wait, yeah, it was nothing. I'm fucking miscontexting myself. Yeah, and you, despite all your experience and knowledge, magically know nothing, are automatically wrong and are subscribing to the opposing view just because you don't agree with theirs. Even though theirs is never just an A or B choice, or you see through the facade and realize it's just the illusion of choice, but still these people must teach me, telling me to wake up while they are unknowingly sleepwalking through life. Not realizing that, for some stupid reason it says not realizing. Damn it. I really need to stop doing that text-to-speech thing, especially when I first wake up. I don't fucking autocorrect. Not realizing that
that's insane, dude. You know.
Yeah, you ever do that that speech-to-text thing where you say something and it types it out? I do that for most of my shit, and sometimes my phone will interpret it as saying something completely different than what I initially said.
Fuck.
And it says, not really realizing that there are no experts, teachers, or masters in life, but that we are all just students sharing what we have learned and learning from others. But no, people have to be right. We have to buy into the left-right paradigm, and if we don't subscribe to whatever side the person is on, you are wrong and are this or that. Well, I am beyond that. Keep playing cowboys and Indians in your little clubhouses, boys and girls, while the grown-ups handle business.
They need something to like onto, so they have something to have. You know, like it's like make it like it's theirs, which bullshit, really.
Well, it's a lot of people. They need to be right because they're so insecure in every aspect of their lives, so that they have to be right. They have to be right all the time, no matter what they say, think, or do. They have to be right because they're so insecure. Me, anything I say is generally right, and if I'm wrong, I always say, if I'm wrong, correct me. And there's been several times where people have corrected me, and I've been misinformed about something. But generally, when I speak, I am right because I make sure that I'm right before I open my fucking mouth. Because my mom taught me a long time ago that don't open your mouth unless you know what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
You don't know what you're talking about? Keep your fucking mouth shut.
Yeah, I've been told that before when I was younger, man. Like, okay, whatever. Don't just.
Yeah, well, you know what? I did. I keep my mouth shut because I know what I'm talking about. Because I ain't stupid.
There's times when we I mean, like, with all this feminist bullshit and all this social justice warrior crap, I mean, the one thing that pisses me off is that I mean, you have these professors of sociology 101, which I call bullshit 101.
Yeah.
And they had some kind of an agenda. Okay, teacher, what's your fucking agenda? They don't tell you because well, some do tell you, but they kind of take it in one ear and up their ass. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And they hold on to this thing of what their professors say, and they claim it as it's theirs, which is really their professor. And the thing is, what the fuck is Title fucking IX for? It ain't helping nobody.
Yeah. It's like Alex Jones taking shit that myself or
You guys said.
King Cole, or not King Cole, but fucking Conspiracy Anon said. Like, Conspiracy Anon coined fear porn and war porn. And now you see Alex Jones fucking running with that shit for like a long time. Fucking running with that shit. And then,
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah. You know, he ripped off the Anonymous thing for a while. Now he's ripping off fucking Terminator.
The guy is out for he's, I don't know if he's trolling you guys or what. I mean, that's like I said, when I mentioned Bill O'Reilly and Christopher Green from AMPB and shit.
Yeah. Well, a lot of it's not an uncommon practice. WWE does the same thing.
Yeah.
In fact, Tommy, who we had on a few weeks ago, when he would do podcasts and shit, he would say certain things, and then he'd be watching wrestling a couple weeks later, and somebody in commentary would happen to say the same thing, word for word, quote for quote. And it happens quite often. You know, these freaking big shot people in the mainstream, and whether Alex Jones likes to admit it or not, he is very much mainstream. They pay attention to us. They watch us. They see us. And they will rip us off every chance they get. Where do you think most of them get their fucking stories and shit? From what's already been reported by people like you, me, and RT, and other groups, or fucking Cop Watch, and all this other shit. You know, they pay attention to all these outlets. And they fucking make millions of dollars off this shit.
I think what you should do is you should trademark TWWRN.
Oh, it's already trademarked to us. They can't take that for anything. We've produced the videos. We've produced the content. No matter what you do, it is documented and quantified over and over again, online and offline. There's no denying that we coined that.
Because I'll tell you what, it's awesome. It's awesome how it's put out. I mean, like, holy shit, dude. To be honest, I mean,
yeah. Well, that's why I do. That's why I change everything up every fucking year or so. You know, fucking do a new intro. You know, because Drummer Boy, he was a little upset for a little while because we didn't have him featured in the intro. Well, when I initially made that intro, he wasn't a part of TWWRN at that point. And we were still using that same intro. And then when Patrick left, I just kind of cut him out because I was being lazy and cheap about it. But we had used that same intro since like 2015. But Drummer had gotten upset that he wasn't featured in it. I'm like, you know, you're probably right. You know, we already had Conspiracy Anon disappear off the face of the earth. Nobody knows what happened to him. So let's just do a new intro and not have anybody featured on it. And then, you know, he doesn't come on the round table anymore. I don't know. Like, I haven't even talked to the guy. And, you know, I'm sorry if he's feeling hurt. I'm not trying to make the guy feel hurt or feel like an outcast or something. In fact, I want
Last time I talked to
Drummer Boy?
no, Conspiracy Anonymous. It was like a few years ago when YRB accused me of some shit, and I was asked by Anonymous, you know, if this is true or not. You know, like I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? You know?
Yeah.
And even he asked me, I'm like, nah, man, why are we doing starting this shit with us? And so I'm like, nah, no, I didn't do this or say this. You know, just the guy is just trolling people just to try to make us look like shit. So I'm like,
Yeah.
don't take it personal, man. Just the guy's just a fucking joke, dude. I mean,
Yeah.
he's trying to do something that he couldn't, that none of us is doing. It's just one guy creating all these different channels to use to troll people and film anons.
Now, I give YRB credit, man. He may have been a douche, man, but he fucking did it like nobody else, dude. He did it good. He did good at what he was doing. You know, he was a douchebag, he was a troll, and I don't condone trolls, but you know what? He did it. He did it good.
Yeah, he did, but the thing
Like,
is,
half the time I couldn't help but laugh. And he would get me riled up from time to time, and I just have to take a step back and just remind myself, wow, this guy really is a good troll. I'm impressed. Too fucking shit.
But when you get a certain channel that trolls your comment section, you can wonder thinking like, yeah, it's old Denny boy there. Don't starting to shit again.
Yeah.
But
We got to expect that, you know.
It's how he said it. It's like,
yeah, and like with Cole, you know, he says the same things on Facebook, and then it gets reposted on YouTube, and vice versa. It's like, come on, dude, it's obvious who this is. And I'm not even gonna argue with him. You know, he'll deny it until he's blue in the fucking face. So I'm just like, and I don't like, dude. I really don't care. I personally think it's funny as hell. Because I wrote him last night. I'm like, having fun. Because when those comments started coming,
I had this one troll that saw that video. I go, look, I'm giving you 24 to 48 hours to respond to your shit. Not one response at all.
Oh, of course not. They don't want to be called out for their bullshit. And that's why I just kind of sat back with this Cole thing, because, you know, he's not up to YRB's caliber. I'm sorry. He's really not.
No, he's not, because YRB, he will...
Danny boy, we miss you. Come back. You need to teach the trolls how to troll again.
It's more crafty than bullshit, dude.
Yeah. And, you know, Cole says, oh, well, this person posted it to 4chan, and somebody on the comment section goes, I posted it to 4chan, and you saw how I responded. I'm like, can you link me, please? Because why do I care if they posted it to fucking 4chan? I'm not a racist. I didn't give any inclination that I'm a racist. And it's not like it's going to be one of those situations where they went after, what's his name, that fucking neo-Nazi radio host that they went after prior to the Church of Scientology?
Oh, yeah. I did see that.
Fucking, what's his name?
Trying to think of his name, but it was in their documentary, and it was funny as shit, though, dude. I'm like,
yeah.
These guys are good, man. Like, holy
yeah,
shit.
I mean, go ahead and post me to 4chan. One, hardly anybody is even on 4chan anymore except for many of the original Anons, and they're just sitting back watching for something relevant to pop up. And two, they know me. If you're going to try to put me in the same category as fucking what's-his-name and get them to try to get Anonymous to attack me, for being some neo-Nazi. They know better. They know who I am. They know what I'm about. They have dealt with me many, many a times. I've been one of their biggest fucking supporters, integrating TWBRM with them on many occasions. I've helped them out with numerous ops. I targeted YRV and decimated his ass. And,
Yeah, I did.
And, you know, the list goes on and on. They know me. They probably know more about me than I would like them to, but they know me. They know I'm not a fucking neo-Nazi. And they accept me for the asshole that I am. They go, this guy's just an asshole. Hey, we like this guy. There are some mounds out there who don't like me, but, you know, that's their prerogative. But
this is
if he thinks...
That's the video right there. I did.
Yeah. Yeah, but if Cole thinks that posting the last roundtable of 4chan is really going to freaking get Anonymous or somebody to target me, good luck, dude.
It's not going to happen.
Got better things to do with their time at this point.
It's not going to happen because, but here's the thing. Anonymous knows us. Okay.
Yep.
They know what I'm about. They know what they're about. And when you got Cole here, I'm like sitting here watching guys had a discussion. He's like, well, Chris, you know, dude, put your fucking phone down.
Yeah,
okay?
Talk to me.
Talk to the guy. Okay? Don't do this feedback crap on him because you know what? It don't matter what he said on Facebook. No, I mean, no one else cares, man.
Yeah, here, let's scroll through all my Facebook posts.
Pull your head from your ass and get a hearing and buy a fucking clue. Come on. Nobody cares on what anybody says on Facebook.
Loading. Here we go, loading.
And,
yeah, I know what I fucking said. I don't make any calls about anything I fucking said. I fucking stand for what I fucking stand for. And here's everything I fucking post. In fact, here's the fucking post where he was going on whining and bitching like a little child. Oh my god.
I mean, I actually like the guy. I mean, he's a pretty cool dude. But
here, view 11 more comments. Let's just let the YouTube viewers see this for what it is. I will show the world every fucking thing.
But when you're pulling this shit, you're making yourself to look like an ass.
No, I think he's gonna make me look like an ass by referencing my comments. Here, I'm showing the world my comments right now. Even John Gunner popped up with the power of one word and the power of context. Hey, it's all right here.
Yeah.
Every fucking comment, every fucking exchange. And anybody, I know I probably scrolled this a little fast, but there's a lot of ground to cover. Anybody who fucking wants to sit there and actually take the time to read all this, by all means, be my fucking guest. That's what the pause button is for.
I believe that if you decide to pull this kind of shit at a round table, you need to take a step back and realize what the fuck you're doing.
Yeah.
And if you're trying to make yourself look good by trying to make someone look bad, you are not doing a good job, except you are becoming your own asshole.
Well, if that's what he wants to do, that's what he wants to do. I mean, the round table is for discussing and debating. I mean, but the debate should be constructive. It shouldn't be, I'm going to be a whiny little bitch, push my idea, and you're a fascist, blah, 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 and then I'm going to end the conversation and hang up.
I have picked up a lot of shit, a lot of issues during the round table. And he's attacking you every damn time he gets a chance at the round table.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, chill out.
Well, like Hunter said, I was put out there to be attacked. See, that's one thing that people don't get. I don't mind being attacked. That's my job. My job is to piss people off and prompt critical thinking. I'm out there to push the envelope, to do the whole narrative of controversy creates cash. Why? Because it's controversial. I was put out there to bait and be attacked for the simple fact of prompting critical discussion and critical thinking and getting people to stop and think, oh, I didn't think about that aspect of it.
It was the way he was doing it, though. I mean, he was like, no, I mean, I don't care if anybody reads what I put on Facebook. I don't care what I mean, I don't care what everybody thinks of what I put on Facebook or Twitter or YouTube or whatever. I don't care.
Yeah.
If you want to put a smart remark on one of my videos, go ahead. Be my fucking guest. I don't care.
Yeah.
If you want to be a dick, be a dick. I don't care. I don't care on what people think of me. I don't care.
Yeah.
If I'm a dick, I'm a dick. So big fucking deal.
Exactly.
If it's your opinion, that's your opinion. I don't care about your opinion.
Yeah.
You want to attack me for being you want to accuse me of being a sexist or a homophobe, whatever. I don't care. Because it's your opinion, whatever. I don't give a shit.
Yep. Thank you.
The thing is, I'm not homophobe. I have a gay son. I love my son. My son's in college. He's doing a damn good job going to college. I am not a sexist. I have a girlfriend, dude. One of the hottest women I dream of right now, okay?
Uh-huh.
I'm proud of being who I am.
Yeah.
I am not a flip-flopper.
No. Well, here's a question for you. He accuses me of being a flip-flopper. Have I been a flip-flopper?
No.
Be honest with me. Have I flip-flopped on anything?
No,
I
because
think I've been fairly consistent.
Every round table, you've been the same. No change at all. We all have our opinions, our own views, just like what your friend said. And I can agree with that. We're all differently. We're individually. We're all different.
Yeah.
We're all different. But it's like this: liberals and conservatives are different by one thing. Liberals want you to think like them. Conservatives want you to think just to think for yourself.
Yeah. And on that note, I'm in complete agreement with the conservative ideology. I mean, I don't think that you should have to be a conformist and think and just be a fucking blind sheep following. You know, isn't that what we were kind of railing against as activists, being awake? We're not blind sheep following the herd. We're actually awake. But yet we've got people who claim to be awake who are doing just that, being blind sheep following the herd.
They are lambs to slaughter. So the people who think they're awake are actually lambs taken to slaughter, waiting to be slaughtered.
I'm kind of inclined to agree.
I've been awake since the mid-'90s, man.
2002 for me.
The reason I woke up is because I started to realize I was a Democrat for about 4 years. I registered at 18, and I didn't vote till 96. And then around from 96 to 2000, fuck.
Yeah.
Things started to happen, and then all of a sudden I became a Republican. Why? I have no idea.
Yeah.
And then after that, I became independent, and then I'm a libertarian. I'm a third party guy. No longer a Democrat, no longer a Republican. I'm a libertarian conservative.
Yeah. Yeah, and That's kind of where I'm at. I would consider myself an independent if I would consider classing myself to any fucking party. I would consider myself an independent. I will simply vote for who I feel is the best candidate, whether they're Republican, Democrat, Green Party, Tea Party, whatever. It doesn't matter what party you are. What matters to me is whether or not I feel that you are qualified to do that job. And to be honest
What's
with you, I
funny?
probably wouldn't have voted for Trump. I sure as hell wouldn't have voted for Hillary, but I probably wouldn't have voted for Trump. I probably would have voted for one of the
I
third
voted for
parties.
Gary Johnson.
I didn't get a chance to vote out here because I had an issue with my driver's license transferring over out here because I had to send for a copy of my birth certificate because my birth certificate was in storage in California. And I needed my birth certificate in order to transfer my license out here and to be able to vote.
My son
That didn't get worked out till after the fact.
My son is part of the modern day Whig Party.
Yeah, that's what you were saying before.
And I asked my son, how come you're not the Bull Moose Party? He goes, what do you mean? Teddy Roosevelt, the guy was anti-monopoly, man. The guy was corporate.
Yeah.
And so it's like, and you're like, no, I'm a Whig. All right, cool.
Yeah, that's fine. If it fits, if a lot of those ideologies fit what you believe, great.
But what I don't get is the Green Party, man. I'm like, what's the fuck Green Party, man? I'm like, what the hell is that shit? They came out in the early 2000s and shit. I'm like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah, are we talking about green as in money or green?
Enough one, dude.
Hey, I'll fully admit, man, if I had means of getting it, I'd be fucking smoking it right now, dude.
If it's the Green Party, I'm there, man.
Fucking come to my house, dude. I fucking tried to buy fucking like $20 worth of weed on Friday. I couldn't fucking find nobody, dude. Nobody got fucking weed out here, dude.
Weed is finally legal here in California, man.
I know it is, but it's not legal out here, and nobody fucking has shit, dude. Like, I don't know anybody who's got shit on hand. And, I'm sorry to say this, I can pass a drug test right now. I am so ashamed of myself. I could pass a fucking drug test. I don't do any freaking hardcore drugs. Like, I don't do meth, I don't do heroin, speed, or anything like that. I don't pop pills. I drink beer. I don't smoke cigarettes anymore. But, damn it, I will say, I will fucking drink beer and I will fucking smoke weed all fucking day.
I drink coffee. I drink, I'll drink coffee in the morning, some of that. I'll drink, but, I kind of got away from the alcohol and shit.
Yeah.
Because I'm on medication because I'm diabetic.
Yeah.
And I have Tourette's.
Yeah.
So I'm on medication. That's why I can't drink alcohol.
Well, you gotta do what you gotta do. I mean, adverse effects and all that, you don't want to fuck your shit up.
No.
We got this older lady that works where I work, and she's been there for like 30 fucking years, dude. She is like in her 80s and still going strong. Like, she is a fucking beast. I've got mad respect for this woman.
That's like my grandmother, dude.
Yeah.
That's like my grandma. We were at my grandma. We were at her house. It was me, my mom, and my son. We're visiting my grandma, grandpa, my uncle, and my uncle said something, and my grandma turned around and goes, "You're a pain in the ass." And I was like, my whole life, my grandma went to church every Sunday, never cussed at all, like, you won't believe. Then out of the blue, you're a pain in the ass.
You're like,
Grandma.
what?
And my son was like,
Yeah. See, that's kind of how this woman is. She is the orneriest old bat if she wants to be. But I've got mad respect for her because she's a freaking beast. Like, she will do every job that everybody else will fucking do in that fucking plant. And will do it. No fucking problem. She will bust her fucking ass. And she is in her fucking 80s.
My
I've
grandpa.
got mad respect for her. And you know what? She has never gotten high in her life.
Oh shit.
And wants to. And I'm like, oh, don't tell me that! Don't tell me that! If I can find it, I'm gonna fucking smoke you out! And it's gonna be funny as hell! You don't want to go this route?
My grandpa worked 40 years for the government. 40 years.
Yeah.
He worked in the Department of Agriculture for 40 years.
Oh wow.
And he would go out. He would go out to Turlock every few months, and then he'll go to this place a year. Then I mean, he started out in Nebraska, then Utah, then California.
Yeah, keep talking. I'm gonna try to find myself a nutty bar.
Okay.
I know I have one somewhere.
I bought a box of Pop-Tarts Friday.
Well, I know I had nutty bars because I bought a fucking box a couple weeks ago. I just don't know where the fuck I put them. I know I didn't eat them all. And I know I didn't pack them. I don't know where they went. If I have to go to Walmart tomorrow, I'm going to be pissed. Apparently there are no nutty bars here. Son of a bitch. Maybe I did get drunk and eat them all. Fuck. That fucking sucks.
I bought a box of Pop-Tarts. Friday. They're like. What's it called? It's called. What's it else? It's called. Let's see here.
Fuck you know. I want blueberry Pop-Tarts.
Oh, those are good, dude. Oh, it's hot fudge sundae.
I will the wager those kind of like the s'more Pop-Tarts, huh?
Yeah. A little bit. I mean, they're pretty good though. I mean.
Yeah. I mean, I like s'more Pop-Tarts and I like the blueberry Pop-Tarts. Like, I love blueberry Pop-Tarts.
I like mesquite flavored pussy Pop-Tarts.
Wait, what? I know I'm drunk, but damn it, I know that's not a Pop-Tart.
I said I like mesquite flavored pussy Pop-Tart.
I know that's not a Pop-Tart flavor. I know it's not.
Sure there is. Just gotta look for it.
I would. Oh, you want to talk about something funny, dude? Look what I fucking picked up today. You're gonna hate me.
Oh.
All 11 seasons.
Complete series?
The complete series.
How much? We're at?
It was like $30, I think. Hold on. I think this is the receipt here. Nope, that's the receipt for Subway. Let me see if I can find the receipt somewhere. Oh, the receipt somewhere, just not here. I think it was like $30 or something like that. Wasn't very expensive. Oh, like $20, dude. Ah,
Hey, dude, do that, man.
nice.
$2 for two for $3 at Walgreens, man.
Nice. Yeah.
They
also
had-
picked up this one.
Oh, what's that? Oh, Transformers?
The new one.
Oh, you bastard.
I am. Yeah. You notice those boxes? You know what those boxes those bags consist of? Hubcaps and DVDs.
Shit.
Yeah. And that's all I pretty much have here is hubcaps and DVDs. My life is pathetic.
There's a store by my house. Oh man, they got some good shit. They got some good shit over there, dude.
They got what?
Some good shit over there.
No shit.
I bought a thing of M&Ms. They're like this size here, $2.50.
Hey, hold on. I'm gonna try something nutty here. I'm gonna do something fucking nuts.
Well, I think you might need. I think you might need a bit for that, bro.
Ah, shut up.
Or a necklace, probably. or goggles. I don't know.
Hold on. I'm gonna add the Tommy Bird profile to here so that I can log out of this profile, and I'm gonna disconnect this call for like 2 seconds.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna reconnect from another profile. That way we can split screen, and I'm not like a little piece of shit in the corner.
Me too.
All right, be right back. So, man,
Oh man, good.
watch this. Okay, that's it. Oh, put my headphones in. Good.
So what'd you do? Use the Skype you said, dude?
No. What I did was
I changed the. I'm getting weird feedback. What I did was I signed into a secondary profile and then connected both profiles to the call.
Dang.
Yeah. So that I can go into the house and make monkey bread.
Nice.
Yeah, I want monkey bread. I'm freaking drunk. I want monkey bread. Beer? You want a beer? I'll hook you up with a fucking beer. Budweiser, you know what Budweiser, do you?
No, I'm more of a furniture guy.
So now I can just go through the house and do whatever the fuck I want.
Right.
So we can find to the bed, and we can continue on with our round table while I make monkey bread. Okay, so where the fuck did we leave off?
I don't know.
I mean, we talked about the fascist ideologies, we talked about things that Cole's been doing, and his lacking of ability to be a troll. Maybe we should need to send him to talk to Jeffrey McLean. Remember Jeffrey McLean? That one troll that was having trouble with YRV and just fucking... In the documentary.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. Oh, yeah, man.
Whoa, what the hell is that? I'm not sure. What the fuck is that? Is that a tick?
That's a stink bug.
A stink bug? It's gonna be a dead bug.
What do we got to fucking use here?
Oh, fly swatter. She finally found the fly swatter. See? The dead bug. Use now dead bug. Okay. Okay, so the question is, sweat. It's a problem.
Where do we go with this conversation?
Actually, I actually found a topic. We've had this thing about a few years ago, and I've been wanting to do this one for a while now. It was when the Connect came out, and there was a lot of concerns about it, man. Because an Army guy came out and said, "Well, yeah, we can hack the Connect and know what you're doing."
Yeah.
And so that, and they're using the technology for ghost hunting, is it though?
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah. Yeah, I know they've been using that for ghost hunting for years. Now, I personally believe in ghosts, but I will not sit there and push my belief on people.
TV and shit.
Yeah. What happened on TV?
They use it on TV and shit. I've seen ghost programs where they use the technology on and his ghost hosts and shit.
And you're in Giggle's camera is off, apparently.
What happened to Rainbow Snatch?
Oh no, Mr. Giggles is very sad about that.
She left him.
He's suffering his first major heartbreak.
I thought it was blue balls.
I don't think he really had a problem getting laid. I think it's, he finally found somebody that he thought he could connect with, and it turned out to be a lie. But
I guess
really just nobody like him in the world.
Shit. That was, man. I cannot stop fucking laughing, dude.
It was brilliantly done. I actually put that together right after that roundtable that night, and I was drunk as fuck, and I wrote that script, and I went outside. I actually had to unplug my computer and everything and transfer a long fucking utility extension cord outside, and hook up my camera and these lights just so I could do it.
The whole thing had me wrong, dude. I actually fell on the floor laughing, dude.
That bad, huh?
Not bad, hilarious, dude. I'm like, what the fuck?
That is funny. And the box fell in this book. My box.
There's a channel that deals with it's called Behind the Titantron.
Oh yeah? What is that, like a WWE thing?
Yeah.
Wade would love that. And again, the WWE and most wrestling promotions don't like anything going on that talks about anything that goes on behind the curtain.
It had stories like the death of Chris Benoit, China and shit. Dino Bravo.
Oh yeah, I mean those were all pretty bad. I mean, I saw a video. This may be the same thing that you're talking about. It was a promo. I guess their first episode was going to be covering China. and her story and what happened with her. And, you know, people would say I'm a really bad wrestling fan, but until that freaking aired, I didn't even know that China had passed away. I did not know any of this. I know I'm a terrible wrestling fan and all that, but damn, I didn't know.
She was the one of the ones that really helped push the women revolution and shit.
Yeah, she did. She really pushed and for the women's division. I mean, you had women's wrestling, but not to the degree that you have it now. I mean, you have intergender wrestling now. You have women on women wrestling. You have women's championship matches now. I mean, women. You have these freaking feminist groups who say that. I don't even know what to fucking say here, dude.
They're trying to say that women don't belong in the ring.
Well, like, hold on, I'm gonna transfer back and forth. If I can, camera here. Okay, that's better. I'm gonna echo like a motherfucker right now.
Women back in the day, I mean, back in the 40s and shit, 50s and stuff, they were as tough as the guys.
They were.
Yeah.
I'm gonna disconnect it on my end. Okay, there I am.
If you go on YouTube and watch it, you believe them, man. Holy crap, man.
Yeah. Oh, they got a plastic fork in here. How about this? Freaking flip the fuck out. Fork. Hey, I got monkey brain, bro. I'm happy. But I gotta go back out there. Fuck. I gotta go back out. Fuck no. Okay. Rejoin call because I left my beer out there.
Nice.
I don't fucking work here. What the fuck? Oh, let me sit you down.
What up?
Oh, I already made the monkey bread.
No, I'm just.
Yeah, no, yeah.
I just never got around to it. Sorry.
That's a good one.
3 of those.
Yeah, I'm on a round table, so I really can't friggin' hang and chat. Well, shit, I almost slipped and fell on the floor. I'm an asshole. What the fuck is that?
Rocket Raccoon from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Ah. Yeah, I noticed somebody made a comment last night that he had a bunch of toys sitting next to you. I'm like, so the fuck what? He's got toys. Got a whole box full of toys.
They saw this.
What is that?
The Dinobot.
Oh.
This is from the movie. This is
I'm glad I sat down and watched it.
Yeah, I still haven't sat down and watched it yet. Okay.
Yeah, I saw that comment, man. I'm like, so what? I mean, shit. I'm a kid at heart. I like toys. Who cares, you know?
Yeah, well, I've got toys galore, man. I've got toys in California. I've got all my Power Ranger toys in a freaking shipping container set beneath the computer. You know, they're all tucked away nice. They're not going to get damaged or nothing. And, you know, I've got my Terminator toys. I've got Batman toys. Like, back in the day when I was a kid, like, you'd expect a kid to have all this shit, but I had all the old Batman shit. I had the original Batman. I had the Batman Forever shit. I had every vehicle from Batman Forever and every action figure.
Damn.
I had every action figure of the Spider-Man cartoon. And you know that was quite a fucking collection because Spider-Man has a huge rogues gallery.
Hell yeah, dude. A buddy of mine, he collects wrestling stuff. He's a big wrestling fan. He has the Ultimate Warrior stuff at Ultimate Warrior.
No shit.
Yeah, it's on the box.
That's impressive.
Yeah, I mean, he has a lot of wrestling shit.
Oh yeah,
Action figures.
I used to have all kinds of shit back in the day too. Like I had the Titantron playset. I had the Rise War monster ring. I had virtually every action figure that they had out at the time. I had a lot of shit, dude.
I used to play Raw versus SmackDown. What was it? SmackDown versus Raw 2006 for the PS2. I would put the chick. I would make her tits huge and shit, dude.
You would.
They're gonna blow.
Wow.
My dad seen this. He goes, "Hey, shut it off."
Oh yeah. Like remember Attitude for PlayStation 1?
Yeah.
And you're gonna unlock all those characters, and one of the unlockable characters was Paul Bearer.
Oh yeah, dude.
But you had the create a character option. Well, I couldn't manage to unlock fucking Paul Bearer until I got the fucking strategy guide. So I got pissed off, and I actually made Paul Bearer in the fucking create a character thing.
Shit.
Oh, I cheated. I got around it. It had the voice, it had the body structure. I made fucking Paul Bearer. And I whooped his ass all over the fucking ring. It's the Undertaker.
I got SmackDown vs. Raw 2008, 9, and 10 for the PSP and shit.
Nice. So what do you think of that Friday the 13th game that came out?
I want to get it. I couldn't find it.
You have to download it online. It's
Dude?
not in stores. It's not in stores. You have to download it online. I don't know where, but you have to go online and get it.
Shit.
Yeah, like you'd have, if you have an Xbox, you have to go onto the Xbox thing and get it. You know, however else you download games. I guess they are coming out with an in-store purchase pack for it, to where you can actually buy the game. But I think what I've heard is they want to wait until the actual story mode comes out before they actually release that.
Shit.
Which I wouldn't mind playing a story mode of Friday the 13th. That would be kind of cool.
There's a demo content on Call of Duty Ghost where you play as Michael Myers.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, man, I try to look for that shit. Can't find it yet. But what's cool is that you got Jason, you got Leatherhead, you got the Xenomorph on Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. Yeah, and I love playing those. A lot of those freaking characters were really hard to play, though. The Xenomorph was okay to play, but Jason, he was really slow and sluggish. I mean, he had a huge impact ratio. Like, if he managed to land a hit, man, it fucked the guy up, but he was just so slow.
I want to get that one guy. He could control Earth and shit. Oh, fucking bad guy though. But I like that fat guy with a beard on here and shit, and he's drinking a lot of shit.
All right, Joe.
Yeah, there's finishers. There's a video on YouTube where he's making to get the fatality, he takes the bottle and does this to his opponent, and then he takes a match down the throat, and like boom.
Wow, that's creepy. And then the freaking parents group thought the original Mortal Kombat was bad.
Oh, well. I mean, if you look at it in the last 25 years, honestly, people take it too seriously and shit. As a dad now, I played the first. I played the first Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, I mean, we grew up playing Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter.
And Tekken.
Yeah.
And Double Dragon.
Yeah. Or Beast of Rage.
I remember when Rockstar came out
giant
with
beasts and
Manhunt.
you can kick up humans and eat them.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
I always thought that was funny.
Manhunt. When that came out. And God, I mean, it wasn't that bad. I mean, look at fucking horror movies and shit. Cypher films.
Huh?
I mean, they had it bad because of how, as a player, on how you kill people. Put it back over a guy's head, because I mean, it's not as bad as these fucking Cypher films and shit back in the day. I mean, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's okay to do it in movies, but it's not okay to do it in music or on video games. I personally don't see much of a difference.
When I mentioned about Madonna's her shit a few weeks ago, and I said it was controversial and shit, Cole asked me, remember? He asked, well, what about it? I said, if you look at the video from that time, the Catholic Church was pissed. Okay? You had these church-going cocksnots, like, really, did she just do that?
Yeah.
And then Pepsi took her from her contract. I'm like,
Well, are you really... Oh, hold on that. Are you really surprised that happened? Pepsi. Look at who owns Pepsi. The Mormon Church. Are you really surprised that happened? Madonna did what she did, and the Mormon Church, who owns Pepsi, dropped her fucking contract of sponsorship. Yeah, not surprising.
shit. Well, shit, man.
And that's one thing I think is funny, you know, so many people think, oh, well, you're not allowed to drink soda as part of the word of wisdom and all that shit. It's like, motherfucker, they own Pepsi!
Well, I mean,
Tell me
yeah,
you can't drink soda and they own Pepsi.
I mean, it's funny because they don't want you to drink coffee, tea, or alcohol, but yet they own Pepsi.
Well, coffee, tea, and alcohol.
Look at, I got Coke Zero here.
I drink Coke every day.
I used to be a member.
I'm still a member, and you see me on camera drinking a beer.
Yeah.
I don't make any qualms about it.
It was funny. After years ago, the missionaries visited our house one time. My dad was over drinking a beer, and they're trying to get my dad to they're like trying to preach to him and have him stop drink beer. And my dad goes, I'm gonna fucking start drinking beer for you motherfuckers. Told him like it was, man. I'm like, hey,
yeah.
You can't take for some bite. Look.
Yeah, and I can understand, you know, not drinking or eating certain things because of the contaminants that are in it. But in retrospect, where we stand right now, I don't think it really matters because this could be just as toxic to your body as this.
Oh.
Okay? Fucking Monsanto putting fucking GMOs in everything and just all the contamination. You know, pretty much everything you eat is putting something negative into your body. So at this point, who cares?
I was watching.
And people say, well, alcohol makes it so you're not in your right mind. I'm like, I'm not in my right mind anyway. If anything, it's actually a good thing because it's probably what's keeping me from killing people.
I think the whole idea of prohibition and shit back in the day was stupid.
Yeah.
Because the reason we drink alcohol and go to bars is that we socialize and we drink to relax. Back then it was hard, but not as hard as it is today.
Yeah.
We drink beer to just kind of lay back, just chill and whatnot.
Yeah.
But there's some that kind of overdo it because, why are you gonna drink this many beers? Oh well, really? Really, Jim Bob No Nuts?
Yeah, why? Why do you need to get fucked up like that? I mean, we all did it when we were younger. You know, I would drink till I fucking passed out, puked and passed out in the fucking bathroom. Wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning, get up and do it again. Okay, I've been there, done that. Couldn't drink hard alcohol now to save my life. If it literally came down to it, drink hard liquor or die, I'd be like, I'm ready, God, take me. I can't do it.
Shit.
Because I drank so much. And it just fucked me up.
You know, the one thing I kind of really understand is that, of last night and the past table. No, I've learned to understand you guys very much on why we do this table. And all this year, I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed it every week, and it's something that's starting to enjoy doing.
Yeah.
Because we each have something to contribute in this red table. Any topic, discuss. But when your own decides to attack you and then take what you said on Facebook to the heart and take it seriously, that's when you kind of need to back up a bit, take some time off from the table, and then kind of reflect on what. Hey, look. I don't do that, When him and Tommy Bird had their shit, I just stood back and let them do it,
Yeah, I was just kind of sitting there like this, like.
I'm the oldest out of you guys. I'm the oldest here, and I'm like, just kicking back, like, you know what? What you gotta do, man? Look. I like you guys. You guys are pretty cool. Shit.
Well, Destiny's been out shopping for a house, and she just asked me if I'm going to be up for a bit. And I said, yeah, why? And she goes, got to talk with you. So I'm thinking she might want me to stay living with her, at which point she better get something worked out to where she has her share of the rent, or bye-bye, Chris. I'll go if it keeps a roof over my head for the time being. But she got to handle her shit, She got to handle her shit. Because I can't do this paying every way, I can't do it. It's just too much on my shoulders. Even if I wanted to, I just can't do it, dude. I can't pay for myself, a woman that I'm not with, 3 children, and her boyfriend. I can't do that.
Okay, I mean that's much, man.
That is
way
way
too
too much. I mean, we got like a $600 utility bill, dude. It's October and the air conditioner is on. It's not hot. Hey, we're from California. High fucking desert. The hottest it is right now is like 76.
No.
And she's got the air conditioner going. I'm like, why? We're from the land of 110, 120 degrees, and you're running the air conditioner at 75?
That's not even hot. right
Why?
now, it's I got my thing here.
I mean, that's the kind of shit I have a problem with. Like, turn off the damn AC, and don't be ordering any damn pay-per-views. Okay? Got plenty of movies. I've got over 500 titles here alone. Okay, you want to watch a fucking movie, odds are I've got it in my fucking collection. If it's on Netflix, it's probably in my room. And I don't make mince words about that.
I mean, you don't need a heck. I mean, you don't need. To be honest, I've been there. I know what it's like. I mean, I had my cousin live with me and her daughter, and I'm one that's paying the rent, paying the phone, the power,
Yeah.
and Comcast. I mean, I know that.
Yeah, and I'm hardly ever here, so why should I have to pay half of that even? It's like, you're here all fucking day racking up the bill. I'm not. I'm asleep or I'm at work. All right, I'm awake maybe on the computer, maybe an average of 4 hours a day. So at most, maybe there's like 2 or 3 days worth of electricity usage from me in a month. So yeah.
I mean, yeah, bro. I mean, you don't need that headache, man. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, but you can't be on the street either, so.
your best bet is to buy a house, man. Not deal with any landlords and shit.
That's what I'm thinking. That's what I want to do. I mean, if I have to buy the bullet for right now, and then go down to the bank and get a loan and do it, I can. It ain't no fucking problem. I can do that. But right now, gotta make sure I've got a fucking foundation in which to stand on in order to build my house,
Yeah.
And I'm thinking buying a house is probably going to be the best investment in the long run because, if I buy a house, when I'm ready to move back to California, I can always rent the house out and live off the residual from that. And even if it's not a livable fucking wage, it's still better than nothing. I've still got some money coming in.
Huh.
And I can manage. It can be done.
Have you thought about going on Patreon to help?
What's Patreon?
Well, since YouTube has decided to fuck over YouTubers and take away their 90% of their revenue and shit, they're going to Patreon now, and they're getting donations through Patreon and stuff, and that helps them with equipment they need for their whatnot.
Yeah, link it to me and I'll have a look.
It's a website.
Well, obviously, it's a website. I didn't think it was a moose. It's like a moose walking down the street. You gotta catch it. It only comes out at 3 o'clock in the morning on Tuesdays.
Yeah. I hate Mondays, man.
Oh, believe me, I know. I have to work. Okay? I stand there next to a 400-degree oven that's as big as a fucking house, taking hubcaps off of a fucking line and putting them on a conveyor belt. It's literally
All day? Shit.
for 10 to 12 hours a day.
Oh,
Like-
man.
Like Friday night, I was supposed to get off at 9. Guess what time I got out of there?
I say about 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning.
1 o'clock in the morning.
Shit.
Because somebody on the fucking Ford parts wasn't inspecting the parts and there was glue all over the fucking parts. So we had to go back through and go through fucking 10 fucking pallets of Ford.
Pallets? Fuck.
Yeah, freaking pallets. You got 4 boxes per layer, 2 layers, so you got a total of 8 boxes. Each box has 11 parts times 10. You're looking at like 700 something parts. Half of those parts were bad.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Damn.
So, in fact, let's do the math. Because I'm drunk, I gotta remember the math. It's like really fucked up. Alright, you got 11 times 8 per pallet, and then you had 10 pallets. 880 parts divided by 2 was 440 parts. And I think we had like 300 and something parts that were bad.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I wouldn't when you're done, man. Shit.
Oh yeah, me and that old lady were there till 1 o'clock in the morning sorting through these fucking parts. We had to quality test the paint because apparently some of the paint was coming off on some of them. That wasn't really an issue as much as they thought it was. But the glue thing, oh my goodness. I mean, you had glue all over the parts. It's like somebody, it looked like somebody jacked off on the fucking part.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Fucking A.
Yeah, and it's the big Ford ones. And, you know, they're like fucking 11 inches wide, dude. They're fucking huge. How can you not see glue all over this fucking thing?
For the trucks?
They're not for the trucks. They're not the fucking big old drum ones that look like a fucking sombrero. They're flat base ones, and they got the little blue emblem in it that says Ford across it, the little circle emblem, and it's got Ford written in it. It's blue and it's this light silver. It's painted this light silver color.
Let's see. There's the Mustang, the Fiesta, the.
Oh, let me see if it's accessible here.
Let's see the Fusion. Yeah.
Like I said, let me see if it's accessible. I don't think it is, but let me see. Show you exactly what I had to do. Are you thinking of this one?
I think so.
Yeah, we didn't have to do that one, no. Let me see if I can find it. I want it now. Of course, it's going to be the one that's fucking buried. Oh, there it is. Ah! This bitch!
Oh.
700 of these bitches.
Shit.
Now, the emblem gets glued on here. It's a little fucking piece of shit emblem. It gets glued on, gets a little dab of glue. You have glue all over this fucking bitch.
Oh,
right? How do you miss that?
Dude.
And, you know, sometimes you'll have glue in the creases here, and you gotta get rid of that. That ain't no good. I mean, you can see that it's fucking glued on. You can see that it's fucking glued off. Fucking had to sort through that shit till 1 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, damn, dude.
Yeah, not a happy camper. And people say I'm not a responsible adult and I can't fucking pay my rent, motherfucker. You gotta tell that to people. I will whoop your ass, Mr. Landlord. I work my fucking ass off. Doing stupid, tedious shit.
Shit.
Tell me I can't pay my fucking rent.
Shit.
You fucking cocksucker.
Well, listen, bro. I'm gonna have to hit the
Yeah, let's go ahead and call it now. We're kind of getting on little random tangents.
YouTubers out there, YouTubers. This is good old Grandmaster here signing off, man, with Tin Man.
Yep. This is the Tin Man with the Resistance. If you're watching this, you are the Resistance.
Peace out. Revving out.
Deuces.